still today on this fine Sunday morning. So a lot of you have been asking what camera I'm using when I'm doing my vlogs. So a lot of you have been appreciating and saying how well it looks, how good it looks. So A, I'd like to just say thank you for that. And B, I would like to now go through an entire run through of all the cameras I use. So I'm currently using my GoPro to film this, so that then I can show you guys this. So I've got my DSLR, my point and shoot, and then my iPhone. So we'll go through all of those individually now. So I've got them all already recording, and then I'll switch over to them. So I've got my iPhone 7, so I've only just recently got this. So hopefully I'm actually in frame because I've got it facing backwards from me, so I can use the rear camera, because I'm hoping that that's actually better. So I use my iPhone 7 mainly because it's extremely convenient. It's always on me because I always have my phone on me, so I can just whip it out and start recording when needed. Really good in the gym because I like to take a lot of videos of my clients doing exercises, so I can show them and then show the world how well they are doing. So that's why it's super convenient. That's why I like the iPhone 7. So I've seen other people using the Samsung, it'd be like the S7, and that looks really nice as well. I believe that potentially is a slightly better camera in some ways, but because I've got all Apple stuff, I like to keep it nice and simple and go for the iPhone. That's why I've chosen that. Next, here we have my lovely G7x Mark II. So this is my most recent purchase of a camera. I really like this one because it's small, it's convenient, it has the flip up screen so I can look at it now and then see if I'm in frame, and it's just super simple to use. The problem being it doesn't have an external mic like my DSLR, which hopefully when I change over to that you will see the difference. So this is very good because it does have a very good camera and it does have optical zoom, so I can zoom in or out and in. Not very well, but you can do that. So you can do that on, it has the little top, that's actually probably better up there. So that's easier there and on here. So it's super easy, super convenient. I really like this camera. I'm very happy with it. Of course, got it from Ted's camera, from Lisa, so she hooked me up. So I definitely recommend this one. And then we move over to this big guy. So I just recently got the lens for it. So it's a 10 to 22. So I'm actually extremely close to the camera, yet it's still getting a lot of out here, which I really appreciate, because then the sound is really good because I have a microphone on top, an external mic. And then we move over to this big guy over here. So this is my DSLR. It's a 70D. I upgraded from a 600D. Just had a lot more capability in the upgrade. I've actually now gone to an 80D, which is like a newer version. And now I've just got the new lens on this, which is a 10 to 22 millimeter Canon. So the advantage is I'm extremely close to the camera now, and it's showing all of this, which is good. So when I'm holding it, I don't lose anything. With my point and shoot, it's because it's only 24 to 100, it's a lot closer. So that's the difference. And then another big difference is I've got a microphone on top that's a shotgun microphone. So hopefully the audio is really good compared to the G7X, because that has no external mic capability. It also doesn't have a windsock on it. I've got a windsock on this bad boy. So then when I'm outside, the wind gets taken out, because I've recorded before and I forget about it, and then I watch it in post, and there's the problem. There's all this wind, you may not be able to hear me or what I'm trying to talk about, so that's obviously a problem. Of course, with this one, it's really big. It's also quite expensive, so I'm always worried and I don't want to break it because I don't want to buy another one. So that is the concern there. So which one would I recommend? That is the challenge. So of course I bought my DSLR first. I had the 600, started with that. Found it very hard to record because you don't have as much control over it with
compared to the 70D, so that's why I upgraded. And then I bought the external mic, and then I bought another lens since then. Great camera, big investment. So there's your choices. So now we've talked all about that, I want to talk about my super duper cool tripods that I've got here. So they're all actually the Jovi Gorillapods. So the advantage with that is, I'll use my iPhone one because that's the easiest. So the thing is, these are bendy. You can bend stuff, bend around, you can make them do anything you want. So compared to a traditional tripod, which is of course quite fixed, you can do that. So you can wrap them around stuff. So that's obviously a pretty cool feature. So then you can wrap them around other things. So I really appreciate that. And then it's really good for when I want to walk. I don't have to hold the camera, I just hold this. So, and then I'm not holding up here, and then potentially covering the microphone, which can be a problem. So that's always an issue. And then of course I've got this big old boy over here, which is the biggest one out of the range. So I've obviously got a really super duper small one, the hybrid, which I think is the best one, but that's a personal opinion. And then we've got this one, which is the Pro version. The only advantage is the actual head on it is quite good because it's got a ballpoint. This is individual, so you can do that, and then you have another one for the ball head itself, compared to this one, which only has one part, which I recommend. This head on that one, that would be my perfect. So you need this one for this camera because it's bigger.